And welcome back to my channel, Chef Edward Cooking, and I'm going to show you how to make the perfect steak. And today we have a beautiful New York strip, and I'm going to season it with a Montreal seasoning for steak. I have 2 ounces of butter. I have a little bit of olive oil, and also I have some sprigs of thyme. So, what you want to do with your steak is you want to pat it off with a paper towel because you want the steak to be nice and dry. So you want to flip it around. So when you sear the steak, you're going to get that nice crust onto the steak. So we have it right there. We have our steak right here. So what we are going to do is we're going to take our Montreal seasoning. We're going to season it liberally. So you want to push down the seasoning, or at least tap it down. Flip it around. Add more seasoning to it. You want to push down. Now, a little cool trick I learned in culinary school was to tell the doneness of a steak is if you take your fingers, if you point your thumb to your pinky and then touch the inside right here, then you can tell the wellness of your steak. So your index finger right here onto your thumb, that is rare. Now, if you touch right here, that feeling, that is mid-rare. Right here is medium. And this feeling right here on the steak, that is mid-well. So now, let's start cooking our steak. Okay, so we have a nice hot pan. So what we're going to do is add our oil, our olive oil. You can tell it's nice and warm. Now, with the steak, what you want to do is push down and away from you, because you do not want the oil to burn you, to splash back and burn you. Okay. And the steak is going to tell you when it's ready to move. So the steak is actually going to release if it's not releasing, that it's not ready to move yet. Nope, it's ready to move. Okay. Push it down like so. You're not really forcing it hard, you're just tapping it down. And now you want to add your butter. And also you want to add your thyme. So I like to add my thyme on top of the steak. And then I'm going to grab a spoon. Now I'm going to move the steak towards the top of our saute pan. Now I'm going to flip down or have at an angle. And now I'm going to baste the steak. Now by basting the steak like so, you're going to keep the steak nice and juicy. Add a little bit more butter here. And having the thyme on top, now you're getting the flavor of the thyme getting infused into the steak. And a trick is, the first thing is to add the oil first and then add your butter, so you're not burning your butter. So you'll get a brown butter, but you're not going to have a burnt butter. So this is going to take about 2 to 3 minutes to cook like so. But this steak is going to be beautiful and nice and juicy. So you want to give it attention. A beautiful steak always needs attention, almost like a risotto. Okay, so I'm going to touch the feel. Now that's pretty close to where I want it. Now I'm going to move the thyme aside. I'm going to take it off the heat. And next, we're going to let our steak rest. We're going to take it out of the pan and let it rest for at least 3 to 5 minutes before we start slicing. Okay, we have our beautiful steak right here. I'm going to take it. Now we're going to let it rest. And while it's put another spoon of that melted butter on top while it's resting. So what it's going to do is it's going to suck in those juices of the butter to keep it nice and juicy. So while it's resting, so this is the most important part to have a perfect steak, is let it rest. Our beautiful steak has rested for at least 5 minutes. We're going to take it off, and now we're going to slice it. Now, what I like to do is slice it like so to make it easier to eat. Okay, so we'll take our plate right here, and now you can see it is a beautiful medium. That's how I love my steak, is medium. Medium to medium rare. That's how you should eat a steak personally. So, as you can tell, it's beautiful and nice, juicy. So, and what I like to add is some, up a little bit. What I like to add is some mushrooms. And on top, there we go. And that is our beautiful steak. Now let's try our beautiful steak dinner. That's awesome. If you would like to see more cooking recipes like these, please like and subscribe. And thank you for watching. Now it's your turn. Thank you.